Hello boys, girls, guys, gals, ladies and gents. So it's been a little longer than I had anticipated before I put up a video. I really wish I could have put one up sort of as soon as I got here. I should have just got my recordings out. I should have got edited, recorded completely on the job and done it, and I just haven't had an opportunity, which is a lie, over the past couple of days. But I did. I've been quite busy today, and I went into my local city. I went to Leicester, if you've heard of it, and those of you in England, of course, you'll have heard about it, and those of you in other places of the world, then you may have heard of it. I don't know. Most likely you haven't. Before I went on holiday, like 2 days before or a day before we actually left, something arrived for me in the post, and it's not as exciting as I'm just going to tell you. But it was my Loughborough University summer project for illustration before I start this year. This coming September 30th, I'll be heading back to university, and I will be starting again because it's mint. I haven't used that word in a long time. Anyway, basically, I got the summer project before I left for Spain. And I don't know, I thought I'd talk to you about it. Maybe it'll help me develop some ideas in my head, and I thought maybe any feedback or that's a cool idea, but have you thought about this sort of stuff? And I know there aren't a huge amount of you out there, and I know you probably really don't care about what I'm doing, but I don't know, it's just an idea. When I set up this channel, I thought, you know what, if this ever does become popular, I wouldn't mind having these guys help me with some of my stuff. And I don't mean give me ideas, I mean tell me what you think of my ideas, and then help me develop them so I can give you sort of finished products. I can scan in images and I can do that, and I can like show you my work, and I don't know, I think that sort of relationship would be really cool, and I would definitely enjoy that. I don't know how about you guys would feel about that. But it's definitely something that is really important to me, and I think the support of a community for a channel would be a great thing, that is, if this thing ever really kicked off, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's just me rambling about that now, but for my summer project, I'm just going to do a brief lowdown of what's going on. So basically, I've got to fill 2 sketchbooks. It doesn't specify which size or whatever, so I'm just going for a plain A4 sketchbook with some nice cartridge paper in it. And one of these sketchbooks is representational interpretation, and the other sketchbook is conceptual interpretation. Now, that makes no sense, and that's quite out of context at the moment. So basically, what I've got to do is I've got to interpret this list of words that they've sent me, and I've got to make a project about them, a project based around these words, with 2 different views. So I've got to keep an open mind, and I've got to make sure that I don't distort one idea for another, and it's a very good way of just seeing how I can approach the same thing but with 2 separate ideas in mind, and it'll help me sort of develop my skills in that sort of area, I suppose that's a good way of saying it. But I suppose I best give you a list of words, otherwise you're going to be a bit lost to what I'm saying. So this list of 17 words are safe, nice, distant, opportunity, grey, random, transparent, comfortable, revolution, industrious, aroma, chrysalis, obsession, loose, used, discovery, and departure. So I've already got some really cool ideas going on. I mean, for safe, I'm thinking of trying to Photoshop like guys behind bars clasping these bars, as you see in so many sort of in quite a few pictures, and having that sort of photoshopped into a safe. So this is keeping them safe, but then they're not really safe because, and all that sort of stuff, and double meanings, and you know, all the stuff that makes things complicated and boring and interesting at the same time. And then I've got, sort of for comfortable, the first thing that came into my head, I leaned back in my chair and I put my arms behind my head, and I thought, damn, I need a wing-back chair. instantly that wingback chair turned into a whole new idea, and so I'm thinking of using wingback chairs as the springboard for comfortable. And random, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I don't know whether to take it as a literal random or not. So whether I just scribble on several pages and then I make images out of it, that would be pretty random. But then again, it wouldn't really be very random at the same time, because I would be looking at it and see what I can find. So I don't know, maybe I should do it blindfolded. Maybe that would be pretty random. Maybe I could try to draw something from my head, or I look at a picture for 10 seconds and then I look away and I draw it, and I don't know, something like that. Maybe it'd be interesting, might not. It's one of those things which you've just got to commit to, I think. So I think it's just going to be some ideas, and you know, this channel is very, or it's become much more important to me as it's grown. And even though there's 30 subscribers now, each one of you, I'm really grateful for it, and I really do enjoy putting up these videos and recording them. I don't know whether it's me sort of like, oh, I like the sound of my own voice, or if I give that impression. I don't want to give off that impression, definitely not. But I really do, I enjoy recording them, I enjoy editing them, and feedback and responses I get just makes it so much more worth it. And I don't know, if you put up videos yourself, then you'll know what I mean. And yeah, it's just something that I've been thinking about, and you know what, if you could show some support and sort of give me feedback on some of my ideas and voice your own opinions, whether you don't like what I'm doing or not, any opinion is very much welcome. Just to know that I get feedback from things is more than enough. So I guess I should probably talk about illustration then, and something like that very briefly towards the end of the video. So I was never going to do art or illustration. I was always set on some sort of science, or even architecture was probably going to be the most creative I was going to be, or somewhere engineering wise, and I realised it just wasn't academic enough. And this is shown pretty much by getting a U in physics for AS level, which is my final year of high school. And no, at AS level it's my second to final year of high school. So I realised that I wasn't doing that, and so I decided I took art as sort of a time I can just sort of relax and just be myself and just flow and work with my ideas. And it actually turned out that even though I was working in my own time, I got an A for that, and it was just so much fun. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to pursue this. So I did that, and I don't know if you want me to talk about that more, and sort of what led me to decide to do illustration, then I can do that. But I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you later. Bye.